Hello and welcome to Rhonda's Readings. I'm Rhonda Kelly, coming to you live on the 7th of May, Tuesday night. So I'm a little bit late. I normally start this at 6 o'clock, but I did just have another reading. So I've delayed it a little bit till 6:30. So I hope everyone's well. I probably can really confuse people by my times. So what I'm doing, just to keep a bit of a schedule, I'm doing the first week of the month. I'm doing the Tuesday night at 6 or 6:30, sort of around this time. I'm still doing my teaching on the third week of the month on the Thursday night at 6 o'clock. And then on the Friday, the last week of the month, the fourth week of the month, I'm going to be doing the Friday at 10 o'clock. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I'm doing a night and a morning one. That's what I'm doing. I have interesting things coming up. I'm going to be quite busy. I'm sort of enjoying the peace and quiet while it lasts. And so that's obviously my new website. My new website is out, rhondakelly.com, which I'm excited about. On the website, rhondakelly.com, I do have a booking link, and that goes to Calendly. So it's Calendly/Psychic Medium Rhonda, and that's how you can book with me. So you can book a 20, 40 or 60-minute reading with me. There's also I've got a thing there about my subscription, which I'll talk about in a moment. For those of you who don't know me, I'm international psychic medium and clairvoyant. Apologies also for the last live stream. I had technical issues and it didn't actually record to Facebook. So I did post on my Facebook group a link to basically to see that. Okay, so just to explain what I've got coming up, because I've got quite a lot. I've currently got the Mother's Day special. So I'm doing 30-minute readings for $90, and that's saving $30. So Mother's Day is obviously on the 12th, so I've got that. There's another 5 more sleeps. There's 5 fingers. That you can do that. So the best way to book that is just to contact me. So you've got my phone number here. That's my phone number. But that's what I've got coming up. I've got I've got this now actually. So I've done, and I'm not sort of limiting those as well. I was going to limit those to the number per week, but it's not been, I'm only doing sort of about 2 or 3 weeks. So that's actually been fine. So I've had this special on for the past month. And it's on for another 5 more days. So you can either have the 30-minute reading for $90 for yourself, or you can have that as a gift to your mother or grandmother, or a friend that's just become a mum or something like that. And what I can actually do is, as long as I've got their email address, I'll get you to write a custom message, and I'll email them as a gift, and I'll BCC you in that. But that's basically what I'm doing for people who want to give that as a gift. So that's what I'm doing for that. That's, yeah, as I said, just any inquiries, you can just WhatsApp or text me on that. I've got a lot coming up. Let's make sure I get it in the right order. No, and I didn't write boho, so let me just write that. So I'm actually doing Canberra boho. That's the next... I knew I forgot to write something. So not this weekend, but next weekend coming up. So that's the 18th and 19th. So let me just write that down. 18th and Sunday, 19th May. I think I'm trying to do too much at once. Okay, so let me get this right so I've got in order of what I'm doing. So not this coming weekend, but next weekend, I'll be in Canberra for the boho market. So that's always an amazing event. I haven't actually attended boho for a couple of years, so I'm coming back to that, which I'm excited about. Last one, I think, with boho, I did Adelaide, but in the past I've done Brisbane, Melbourne, and Canberra and Adelaide. So I'm coming back to boho on Saturday 18th and Sunday 19th of May. So I'm taking bookings for that. I've got, so it's 10 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. So that's what I'm doing for that. I'm not doing talks or anything like that for boho. That's, I'm literally just doing the reading. So I've got 20 or 40-minute readings available for that. What I've got on the following, it is the following weekend. I'm going to the Adelaide Showgrounds for the 25th and 26th of May. So what I'm doing there, it's called the Body Mind Body Psychic Expo, I think it is. So that's a festival I haven't done for a really long time. There's another festival in Adelaide I've done more recently. But anyway, I'm returning to Adelaide on the 25th and 26th of May. So that's the weekend after Canberra. And what I'm doing for that, I'm doing psychic and mediumship readings. So that's the Saturday and the Sunday. I've also got Torspell reading on my stand in Adelaide. So she's got readings available in Auslan. So if anyone is hearing impaired, they can have a reading in Auslan. And we're both psychic mediums, but we're both a bit different. So Torspell also reads runes and tarot, and has some really cool tarot and oracle decks, and also is a shaman, and has a bit of healing with that as well. So we're both offering readings, and it's the same thing, 20-40 minute readings. That's what we're doing in Adelaide. Then on Saturday night, we've got an evening with spirit. So we're doing a platform event in Adelaide, and that's just about 20 minutes away from the showgrounds in Adelaide. So that's going to be from 8 to 10 p.m. in Adelaide. So you can come in at sort of 7:45 and sit down, and 8 to 10, it's a 2-hour platform show. And that's a link for TryBooking, trybooking.com, CQOND, and that's a link to buy tickets for that. We've also going to have tickets on sale at the door, but there'll be an extra $10 if you're buying at the door. So it's easy if you just book in advance. But that's what we're doing. So readings Saturday and Sunday, and an evening with spirit on Saturday, where we're doing platform readings. Also on the Saturday itself at 3:00, I'm on the main stage and I'm doing platform. So that's, if you want to come and have a look at that you'll see how I read and what to expect on Saturday night. So that's at the showgrounds at the Jubilee Pavilion, I believe it is. And then that's the Saturday night is what we're doing. Then, of course, I've got the Mind Body Spirit Festival. So that's BO4 at the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival from Thursday the 7th to Sunday the 10th of June. That's obviously the Queen's birthday weekend. So doing readings there. I've just posted about half an hour ago on Facebook a picture of where I am in the building. I'm also doing, at 3:15, I'm giving a talk in the Speakers Lounge. I'm doing platform readings, or not. It's not really platform. It's not on stage, but it could be a bit interactive question and answer. Also doing readings as well. So that's a combination of psychic readings and mediumship, of course. So that's what I'm doing on Friday. So that's the second day of the MBS, and it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday 10 to 7, and Sunday 10 to 6 at the Mind Body Spirit Festival. So obviously for all of those things, have a look at the website going across, rhondakelly.com, my new website. Have a look on the booking link. And I've got them different colours. So the colour codes colour for Melbourne is, I believe, red. Adelaide is yellow, I think. And my normal booking link is purple. So there's different colours, but you'll also see Melbourne or Adelaide, and you'll see the date available. So that's how you can book in with me. Any questions at all, if you can't figure out the booking link or something, you can always just send me a text message. If I don't answer the phone, I'm actually doing a reading. I've had people be upset that saying, you don't answer your phone. It's like, well, you're calling during a reading, so it's easier for me to respond to a text. Also on that, I am busy doing readings during the day, so I'm not always able to answer the phone or just have a chat. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I have had 2 people in the past week actually want a reading, like call me and want a reading sort of like that at that time, and I'm not always available because I've got readings booked. So just be mindful that I'm running a business, and I can understand that I've got a new website and a new booking link and all the rest of it, and there's been little teething problems, people getting used to that, but that's okay. Just please be patient is what I'm asking. So yeah, that's basically what I've got. I've got Canberra the 18th and 19th of May, so in a fortnight, and then in 3 weeks, 25th and 26th of May, I've got Adelaide, and then I've got the platform on the evening of the 25th of May. Then 7th to the 10th of June, I've got Brisbane. I've got the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival. And what I've also got after the Mind Body Spirit Festival, I'm going to stay in Melbourne for a bit longer. I've got a witch market on Saturday the 15th and Sunday the 16th of May. So this is an event I haven't actually been to before. They don't have many readers, so I feel really privileged that they like my reading style, and I'm coming to the event. So that's really pretty cool. But that's what I'm doing in Melbourne. Then I'm going to have a bit of a break, just because it's going to be quite full on with those shows coming up. So any inquiries, just send me a text message. Just with that, when I do my tours, particularly if it's a place I have to drive to, that usually means that I'm not available for readings on the Friday and Monday because I've got to drive to Canberra, or I've got to drive to Adelaide, or whatever that is. So I do actually drive, so it's a fair amount of driving. So just be patient that if you do want to book a reading, it's easier to book in advance because then you can actually book the day that you want. Alrighty, so that's it. That's just about it. I have got people. Hi, Malvina, how you going? Good to see you. Okay, let me get on to the reading. So obviously, as I've mentioned in my Facebook posts, I'm no longer doing free readings on the live platform. It is a $10 payment to PayPal, paypal.me/Rhonda's readings. That's in the description. But what I am going to be doing is reading the questions of the subscribers, the subscribers who have left questions. So Malvina, let me just look at your question. What do I need to know about the waitlist I am on for the role I was successful in? Been on a waitlist for 5 months. Yeah, you're definitely still on the waitlist. It's really shocking that it's taken 5 months. I feel bad for that, but I feel like you're going to be successful in it, and I feel like it's going to be a bit unfair in that they'll let you know you've been successful, but then expect you to do something quickly. So you've been on the wait list for 5 months, but when they're asking something, I want an urgency there. So it's a bit ridiculous. I do feel like it's a bit political or something. Like there's something about I won't say there's bitchiness of women, but it's kind of like it's the delay is a bit political, and they're kind of waiting for someone to get around to doing something in a too polite. So there's something unusual about the politics of the women involved in that decision making. But yeah, I do feel like you'll be successful in that. I'm just reading waitlist. I am on for the role I was successful in. Sorry, yes, so you have been successful, but I want to say that success is going to carry off, and you're going to. I see you actually working there, and you're just going to be a breath of fresh air. Like it's not. It's just needed, and you're. I don't know whether this workplace or the women in this workplace are not very technologically savvy, so. You're really going to help implement something or change something that needs to be done. And I feel like something, I want to say the first half of the year. So I know we're already May. I feel like it's going to be next month in June, but it'll be early June, I feel. So I don't feel like it's going to be that much longer to wait. Yeah, there's something funny. I don't know whether they like it's not a feeling of being in a tax department or anything like that, but there's some obligation to report something or do something or make some appointment official or some recognition official, and I feel like there's a paperwork, like there's a pile of that paperwork on a desk that's not, there's a bit of slackness there. So I feel like you'll be the one that sort of steps in and say, right, let's get this done. You can do those three, I'll do these three, kind of thing. So I see you just getting things done, like shaking things up a bit. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm so sorry it's been 5 months, but there's definitely success there. But it's also I see you actually being in that job, and you're going to be quite calm compared to other people, and you're also going to be quite popular, and they're going to sort of appreciate your. It's not like you're starting as a senior person, and you're not going to be the most senior person there, but it's like your calmness gives them a sense of that you being senior or you being capable. Thank you for that. But it's interesting, as I'm tuning in as well, I've got a sore throat. I feel like it just feels like things aren't being said in the workplace. I just saw an orb. I just saw an orb go across. I don't know. That was just my hand. I don't know what that was. Yeah, so that's interesting. Hi Samantha, hi Karen, thank you. I'm no longer doing free readings. What I am doing is reading for people who've subscribed to Rhonda Kelly's readings. So what I do basically, I do 2 lives a month. So like I explained at the start, I do the first week I do the Tuesday night around 6 or 6:30. The 4th week I do the Friday morning at 10 o'clock. And then the 3rd week, I do a teaching on a Thursday at 6 p.m. for subscribers. So what I do is I teach psychic development and mediumship. And then if anyone that sort of has been to any of my talks or presentations at the psychic fairs I go to, I do actually do exercises and I teach. So that's an idea of seeing how I teach. But for people who have paid for the membership or subscribed, it's $19.90 a month, or it's $100 for 6 months, or $200 for 12 months. And they get to ask free questions during the lives. But for everyone else, it's $10 to PayPal, paypal.me/Rhonda's readings. All right. Did you have any other questions about that, Malvina, that reading? All righty. That's okay. I'll go to the next one. The next one is from Rhiannon. When and what will my next job be? Is there anything in particular I should be looking out for? Okay, first thing I'm getting, I just want to use my hands. I just want to get my hands in. You're someone who I feel gets bored easily. And I know I don't mean anything disrespectful by that, but you've got to be really, thanks Malvina, you've got to be very engaged and like manually engaged and mentally engaged. So you've also got, I want to say I like your style. Like you've got, you would be no good in a workplace that's very sterile and people don't talk to each other. Like you've got to be able to have your creativity and your creative flair. I don't know what this is I'm seeing. I'm seeing, you know, when you get, and I feel like I want to jump up and down. I'm all excited about this. You know, when you get sort of like little post-it notes and you stick them on a wall. What I'm seeing is, I've worked in places where you've sort of hot desk or you've got like partitions and you sit there. I don't see you in a workplace like that. And I'm seeing, I don't know if you've been to the MBS where they used to have the black walls. And you do the Velcros and you stick the Velcros on. I'm seeing you work for a place that does something like temporary walls for pop-up office spaces, or it might be a place that has, like, 5 office spaces in Sydney, 5 in Melbourne, 5 in Brisbane, and people pay a monthly membership or something and go and use the space. It's kind of like you go and you see what stock needs to be there or how to shift it or modernize it if you do that. I don't know. I know probably, or it's not probably, I feel like that's completely left of field compared to what you're doing, but I'm feeling like there's, I just see you doing something like that where you're kind of like you've got a set structure of what you're doing, your work, but you're stepping in your consulting, or you're going, there's different offices that you go into and check everything's okay, and if it's not, then you order it or you arrange for that to be put in. So there's something like that, something creative, because I literally saw like imagining like a desk partition rather than it being grey or black. It's actually like, you're sticking a post-it note, like you might be changing the colour on one side or something else. That's probably sounds completely ridiculous, Rhiannon, but it's, as long as you're able to, do a checklist, but add your creative flair as well, you'll enjoy it. And, somewhere not as stuffy that people actually talk to each other. So there's value in you actually speaking and being heard rather than just a monotonous job is what I'm getting. Thank you for that, Rhiannon. Hi, Tanielle. Tennille, sorry. What I explained before is I'm no longer doing free readings. I'm just reading for the subscribers. And yeah, if you have a look in the blurb on the video, I've got an explanation of what I do. So basically I charge $10 per reading if you want a reading. Otherwise, you can ask me a spiritual related question or what I teach with my subscriptions at all. But yeah, they're the 2 questions I had from subscribers. That's okay. Thank you, Tennille. How do I say your name? Tennielle? It's kind of like Danielle, but it's Tennielle. Is that correct? Have I said that right? Yeah, I have Tennielle. Yeah, it's really nice. What I might do is I've just got some oracle cards. I'm just going to pull a card. I'm not going to do a reading, but I'll just pull a card for the people in the room. So there's a couple. So Karen, I'm just going to pull a card for you. And I'll just hold it up. So for you, Karen, I've got 2 of water. A relationship that, oh my God, it's too dark to read, that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness. So I'm just going to hold that up for you. The positive resolution of a conflict. So that's for you, Karen. I'll pull one for you as well, Malvina, while you're here. Okay, Malvina, I've got for you 6 of air. Things looking up. The end of a difficult situation, take a trip. Well, I know you've just taken a trip, but yeah, things will be looking up. You'll be starting in that job soon. I don't know if you can, oh yeah, you can see me. Okay, so this is for you, Samantha. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. Use of an exciting new endeavour. Use your originality and ingenuity. Beautiful. And for those of you who are interested, I'm hosting Psychic TV on Saturday night. I am not sure who the psychics are. I believe one of them's Ben. And Ben I've worked with when we're on TV, which is beautiful. So this is for you, Tenielle. Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honourable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honour your commitments, a guardian angel. So that's your card. All right, so I think that's for everyone in the room. And for those of you interested in learning psychic development and mediumship, my membership or subscription, I charge $19.90 a month, or $100 for 6 months and $200 for 12 months. That's what I'm doing with the subscription. And the teaching is the third week of the month on a Thursday night. And with the live readings, if you don't actually attend the readings, you can watch the recording. I'll still, you can let me know your questions in advance. This is also for Rhiannon as well. 8 of Air. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So that's an interesting one. Yeah, it's interesting. This room is very dark, actually. I couldn't read that until I put it up to the line. Yeah, so just to recap, I think that's wow, it's really made a difference when I say I'm no longer doing free readings. It's people have really dropped off. Okay, so just to recap, I'm in Canberra, not this weekend, next weekend, doing readings and both. That's at the Epic Showgrounds in Bundylong, or something like that it's called. So that's what I'm doing. I've then got the Adelaide Showgrounds on the 25th and 26th of May for a psychic fair. Saturday the 25th at night from 8 to 10 p.m. I'm doing an evening with Spirit, so you can book with that link there, trybooking.com, CQOND. Any inquiries, you can message me on Facebook or you can contact me, text me on my phone number. I then have the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival. I'm at B04. So if you have a look at my Facebook group and my Facebook page, Rhonda Kelly's readings, you'll be able to see the map I've just put of the the Adelaide Festival and the Melbourne Festival. So that's where I am. So I'm also giving talks on Saturday on Saturday, May the 25th. I'm talking at 3 p.m. on a main stage in Adelaide. In Melbourne, I'm talking on Friday the 8th of June at 3:15 in the Speakers Lounge, doing platform. So that's basically Melbourne. I've also got the Witches Market the following weekend in Melbourne. So that's in Hawthorn. I used to work in Hawthorn. That's about, I don't know how far it is from the city, probably about less than an hour from the city. And any inquiries, of course, you can text me. Thanks, Rhiannon. Hopefully, did you see your card? So I did your reading, and then I also pulled a card for you. Beautiful. All right. Were there any other questions at all, Law? I'm also uploading, if you watch my YouTube content, so Rhonda Kelly Psychic Medium, I've changed some of my playlists around, and I found, I don't know if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that during COVID I did recipes and I did things like that. I actually found some old video material of recipes, so I might edit those and put those up on my YouTube channel. I've also created another playlist, Rhonda on Radio. So I've had a radio interview from Brisbane and Melbourne. I've put that, and I've also put on some of the content from Sydney. So the Sydney ones are psychic readings I've done and validations as well. So been adding to that as well. Alrighty, well, I think that's about it, actually. So Saturday night, 8 p.m, I'm going to be hosting Psychic TV, and then going to be in Canberra. So also 5 more days for me to have my Mother's Day special, saving $30 for a 30-minute, $30 for a 30-minute reading. So that's a Mother's Day idea. I can send a gift email. If you're also looking for another Mother's Day idea, with my name, Rhonda Kelly, you get 10% off the Curious Humans game. And it's quite a fun game. Played it with the in-laws a couple of weeks ago and found out a lot about my in-laws, actually. It was pretty good. And there's different decks of the cards you can get. You can get like the morbid deck. So it asks about, what your thoughts about dying and that, how you'd like to die and things like that. But there's also just other sort of fun things. Hi, Teresa, how you going? Yeah, but that's basically it for now. So yeah, that's for another 5 days. Any queries, just send me a message. That's basically it. And my website, rhondakelly.com, my new website. Thank you for your patience. I've done some blogs about what to expect during the reading. I'm still working on it. It's a bit of a steep learning curve for me, but I do have a booking link now that's active and working for you to be able to book readings. Otherwise, you've got my phone number on the screen. But I'll say good night for now. Just a short live, but you've got my number if you have any questions about membership or where I'm going to be or booking a reading. And thank you so much for referrals or recommendations. I've seem to have a lot of word of mouth at the moment, and I do really appreciate that. That really helps. Thank you. Bye.